Finley had always been an ordinary kid, quiet, polite, and a little shy. Nothing about him stood out, except for one strange habit. He never walked home alone. Every day after school, he waited until anyone was going in the same direction. He refused to explain why. That changed the day he told me his secret. We had been neighbors for years, so when Finley asked if I could walk him home after class, I didn't think much of it. The autumn sky was turning orange, the air was crisp, and leaves crunched under our shoes as we took our usual path through the woods. But Finley walked fast, glancing behind us every few seconds. His breathing grew uneven. "Finley," I said, grabbing his arm. "What's wrong?" He swallowed hard. "He's following us." I looked around. The path was empty. "There's nobody there." Finley shook his head violently. "You can't see him, but he's there. He follows me every day." A chill crawled up my spine, but I forced a laugh. "Who? What are you talking about?" Finley didn't laugh. "The Shadow Man." The first time Finley told me the story as we walked faster through the darkening trees. It started months ago. Finley woke one night to the sound of someone whispering his name. When he opened his eyes, a tall, thin shadow stood in the corner of his room. Not attached to anything, not even the wall. Just floating. Finley froze in fear. The shadow took one slow step toward him. "I couldn't scream," he said. It was like he stole the sound from my throat. The shadow bent down, its face inches from Finley's, but it had no eyes, no mouth, just darkness. Then it whispered again, "Walk with me." Finley finally found his voice and screamed. His parents ran inside, but the shadow vanished instantly. They thought it was a nightmare. Finley wished it was. But every night after that, the shadow returned. And every day, it followed him outside too, always behind him, always just out of sight. The woods grow dark. By the time Finley finished telling me his story, the woods had grown darker. The sunset faded, leaving long, stretching shadows everywhere. Finley suddenly stopped walking. His eyes widened with terror. "He's here." A gust of cold wind brushed past us. The leaves around our feet shivered. I looked behind us again, nothing. Just empty woods. But something felt wrong. The air was too still, too heavy. The shadows felt thicker. Finley grabbed my wrist so tightly his nails dug into my skin. "Run," he whispered. We broke into a sprint. Branches slapped against our arms, twigs snapped under our feet, and the wind howled through the trees. But behind that noise beneath it, I heard something else. Footsteps, slow, heavy, not matching ours. Finley gasped. "He's coming closer." I didn't look. I couldn't. I just ran faster, dragging him behind me. At the edge of the forest, when we finally reached the end of the woods, Finley almost collapsed. Street lights glowed softly along the road, and somehow the normal world felt foreign after what we had just escaped. Finley bent over, catching his breath. "He doesn't like light," he whispered. "He can't stay where it's bright." "Finley," I said slowly, "why is he following you?" He looked up with fear I had never seen before in any child's eyes. "Because I talked to him." Finley explained that the first night he saw the shadow, he had asked it who it was. He thought the question might make it go away, but instead, it smiled. He could feel the smile even though the shadow had no face. "You invited me," the shadow whispered back. From that moment on, it never left him. The night it came inside, I agreed to sleep over at Finley's house that night. I didn't want him to be alone. His room was small and cozy, posters on the walls, toys neatly lined up on the shelves. But the moment the lights went out, the air changed. It grew cold enough to see our breath. The darkness felt alive, like it was crawling across the walls. Finley sat up in bed. "He's coming." Something moved in the corner. A shape detached itself from the shadows. Tall, thin, impossible to ignore. The shadow man leaned forward, stretching unnaturally like his body was made of smoke. I couldn't breathe. The shadow's voice was soft but chilling. "Now you see me too." The shadow turned its faceless head toward me and smiled. Now it follows me. I don't know how we survived that night. Finley's parents said they heard screaming, but neither of us remembers yelling. When they turned on the lights, the shadow man disappeared. But things have changed. Finley is no longer the only one looking over his shoulder, because now, every evening when I walk home, I hear those same slow footsteps behind me. Every night, I see something move in the corner of my room, and sometimes, when the lights flicker, I hear the whisper too, "Walk with me."